Hi guys, welcome back. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Are you okay today? Like, what's up? How's your mind? Is it good? But as you know, as we've been talking about that this week, we were going to talk about are you a leader? And just certain things that I've noticed with people that want to be a leader, that are leaders, and how their mindset works. Now, let me tell y'all something, right? You cannot be a leader and your actions don't speak louder than your words. Okay? Nobody on this planet is listening or believing anybody who just has these amazing ideas but no plan to their action. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm guilty of doing the same thing. I've done the same thing. And what I realized that I really have to take control of the things that I say. And if I don't have something like set in this plan, I cannot speak about it. A lot of times, a lot of people, y'all know, be like, you can't tell everybody everything because we got people wishing bad on you. That is true, but you also have yourself, that's which is the biggest enemy. We talked about this in previous videos, how our minds could allow us to think that we are not doing what we should be doing, or it doesn't look how we thought it was going to look, and nobody's going to care for this. And we want to do so much to people please people, you know what I'm saying? And we have to really get out of our heads about that, because at the end of the day, y'all already know where I'm about to take you to, and take you from. Yeah, same thing. The Holy Spirit. Long as we are doing and executing exactly what the Holy Spirit is telling us to do. The only way you know this, and I'm going to keep repeating this because a lot of people think that they're connected to God and they're really connected to self. And I see it every single day. The things that people say, the way how they talk, the way they act, and it's all about self. I. And as a leader, as a team player, you cannot be about I. It cannot be selfish. A lot of people do things not out of the kindness of their own heart. Remember, the Father, okay, He sees your heart and He knows your motives. Whether you're doing this for yourself or you're doing it for other people. You get what I'm saying? He knows all of this. He's created you. He's watching you. He can see through to your heart where most people can't see. But going back to actions speak louder than words, you do have to get in line with the Holy Spirit, because if you don't, you will be going off of yourself. You will be doing things for yourself. And we are not here to do that. We are in partnership. So, like I was saying, as a leader, right? You cannot go to a group of people and lead them in a direction and no you don't have any, I'm looking for the word, guys, but it's not even you didn't do anything in the past, because people will follow you, people will listen to you. It don't matter as long as you know you were actually, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not looking for the word, I'm gonna give it to you straightforward. People know when you're being your true self, and they know when you are not. It's funny how we can see certain things. We have a tendency of judging people, but we could tell when people are not comfortably them. And then as a leader, if you're not comfortable and you're not confident, and the only way you can do this is with God, I'm gonna be honest. Because there's gonna be a lot of times where you're sitting up here comparing yourself to somebody else, and that's the wrong thing. And we're getting ready to talk about that in the next video. But comparison, the only comparison you should be doing is you. You should be comparing yourself to yourself. How are you? Because a lot of times, and I'm going to get into the next video with that, but a lot of times we're comparing ourselves to other people and we're looking at their actions like, oh, well, I don't do things like that, but you do things in the extent of that. But because you are for self and you don't want to admit it, and you don't have real true accountability and ownership, and the only way you can do that is through God, because He gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't want to take the feedback or not believe that we're not doing something good, because that makes us feel like we are less than. You know what I'm saying? We are not worthy. Oh, I'll never get it right. You're not supposed to be perfect. Get that out your head. Go listen to that video I put about letting go of perfectness. Matter of fact, I'll link that right there. So you can, it's okay. It's all right. It is okay not to be perfect. It is okay to learn from your mistakes. You have to make mistakes in order to grow. We are on this planet to grow, but I'm going to keep saying that. But back to what I was saying, if you're not confident and comfortable in yourself, nobody is going to want to follow anything that you're doing. And when I say follow, I'm not saying like a group of people following everything that you do or on Instagram. What I'm saying is in that relationship that you have with your significant other, and you are the type of person that keeps telling them, well, you know, I want to do these things and I want to do that, and you have no actions to that. Why would that person want to follow you in that relationship? Why would that person want to stay in a relationship with you if your actions are not speaking louder than your words? Because it's one thing to say something, it's another thing to do it. And it takes a lot of mental strength to do certain things because you are going to get in your way. You are going to overthink. You are going to overanalyze. You are going to second guess yourself. But if you're not confident, even if you make a mistake, all right, if I make a mistake, I'm going to bounce back. It's okay. I'm telling you things that I know because I've experienced it myself. I know that when I wasn't confident and I wasn't comfortable with myself, I got down and I beat myself up and I stayed in those places and I shouldn't have stayed and I should have just been able to go past it. But I'm gonna be honest, by the grace of God and me praying and believing in the Father, He always pulled me out of it. Like, no, actually, it's okay. You're not perfect. What did you learn? And I'll say, okay. Even in my insanity cycle of dealing with the same kind of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like lying to myself, letting the enemy lie to me, like, and think that that was okay. You know, I eventually had to sit back and say, what did you learn from this situation? The whole part of this life journey is what are you learning? What are you understanding? What are you comprehending? And remember, you are not going to be the king or queen of any knowledge. Okay? You know how many times you're going to have to go through something to keep learning more and more and things like that? But like I said, if your actions don't speak louder than your words, ain't nobody gonna believe you. You ain't even gonna believe yourself. How you gonna believe yourself if you're not even investing the time in to learn something, to grow from it, and to move on it. A lot of times we want it to work like that. It don't work like that. It don't. You're gonna have to stay in something. Are you willing to invest yourself for months and years of learning something so you can have the knowledge and the knowledge to pass it on? As a leader, like I said, in these relationships, you have to be able to back up. And I'm getting into the next video because we have to have patience. I told y'all, you got to have patience because a lot of people don't understand that when you're in transitioning, it takes time to go to point A to point B. It don't happen overnight. We think that it should. And it's just, that's the reality of things. Things take time and you have to have patience. But as a leader, are you making promises to whoever it is and not following through on it? Are you coming up with projects and plans and you are not executing them correctly? I'm guilty of it, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, we all are guilty of it. And we have to admit it. And it's like, are you procrastinating? Why are you procrastinating? What is the issue? Because a lot of times we think that we're supposed to think something and it just falls into our lap. Like, let's be fully transparent, y'all. How many things have you thought about and then you think it should just fall into your lap? The only way you're going to get through it, y'all know where I'm going to take it to. Yeah, that's right. You said it, prayer. You're going to have to pray. You're going to have to pray yourself up out of that. You're going to have to know that, first of all, if I can control this, I would have done it already. You would have done it already. Don't you realize that? You would have done that already. And then on top of that, why wouldn't you not want somebody, something higher than you that knows you more than you know yourself to lead you in the correct direction? Why wouldn't you want to know that? Like, why wouldn't you want to give that to somebody? No, because we want instant control. We want everything to work in our way, how we want it, when we want it, who we want it with, and that's it. And you have to let it go because you don't see everything. You don't know everything. And you never will. And that's the reality of things. So, what you can control is yourself, right? You can't control nobody. You can't control a situation, but you can control how you respond with that situation, with those people, right? So if I could tell you that if you give it to God and He will direct your footsteps and he will align you with the right people in the right situations, and you will be able to learn from it and mature from it. Would you believe me? Because if you're a type of person that keep giving broken promises and keep trying to figure out why you always in your head and why I'm not getting nowhere, why is the transitioning phase not happening for me? But the crazy part about it is sometimes it is happening, and because you don't see it right when you feel like you should see it, then you want to give up on it, and then you quit on it. And sometimes it takes longer than what you imagine it, what you plan. See, we have this timeline in our head of how we want things to go. You know what I'm saying? Especially us women. We have timelines. We want to set it up. Oh, I have to be married by 30. I have to have kids by 31 and all this other stuff. Like, really? Come on now. A lot of times you're not ready mentally for those things. You're still immature. I had to learn that about myself. Like, I was still immature. I didn't handle situations the right way. I let my emotions lead. I wanted to quit on people. I wanted to be short fused. I didn't like the fact that you wasn't doing what I wanted you to do. And I had to dig deep into, sorry y'all, I had to dig deep into why. What was this? And it's because a lot of us, this is how we are in humans. We are not good, but with God, we are. And you have to allow him to direct you. And even if you feel like you are an amazing person, trust and believe you still have opportunity to grow. And a lot of times, if you're trying to talk to people and you're trying to relate to people and you're not being your authentic self, and then you're sitting up here coming up with all these crazy mastermind plans and all this other stuff, and they not executed, a lot of people ain't gonna believe the stuff that you're saying. Actions speak louder than words. If you saying that you want to be this person, you have to become this person. If you're saying, ladies, if you want to be in a relationship with a certain type of man, you need to look at yourself and see what type of woman you are, what type of female you are. Because a lot of reasons why you're attracting the same guy over and over, it ain't them, honey. It's you. It's your mindset. It's your thought process. It's your patterns. It's your actions. Everything in this world is going to take an action. And then every action has a consequence. And there's good consequences and there's bad consequences. See, we don't like structure as people. We want to do things that way we want to do things. And that's why we got so many people with opinions, control issues, and all type of stuff, because they want the world to look how they feel like it should look. Not realizing that that opinion and that thought process is BS. Because it's really selfish. It's not how that's not going to help the world be better. You get what I'm saying? And that's why we have to go through the Holy Spirit, and we have to go through God, and we need to read the Bibles, because you see it in the Bible that he keeps confirming. God keeps confirming how he can take ignorance. We are ignorant, and he can make it so beautiful. He will take the fools of the world and give them knowledge. It doesn't matter. Jesus didn't come down here to save the people who didn't need saving. And that's a problem. Why you're not able to grow, because you don't think that you need healing. You don't think that you don't need education and involvement. And then you getting it from the wrong sources. You getting it from people who don't know too much of anything. Actions speak louder than words. When you are a transparent person, when you are an understanding person, when you are a caring, loving, selfless person, you do not have to confirm it. You do not have to keep telling people that. You do not have to keep explaining yourself. Your actions speak louder than words. Y'all, we about to get into the second video. All right? Stay tuned. Y'all better stay tuned. Because where you going? I know you ain't going nowhere. You better not go nowhere. You better not stay right there. Stay right there. Click on the next video. I'll see you.